I'm Larry White, and this is my SWOT strategic plan for Drew Central School District. We're going to address the low parental involvement and for student success. Okay, the vision. So our main vision here at Drew Central is to actually empower the parents as key stakeholders. We want to build strong school and family partnership, and we also want to foster the student success through family engagement. Drew Central School District and our strengths. We have a very, very strong leadership team, starting at the top with our superintendent, Miss Nancy Chapman, our high school principal, Miss Darshana Shepard, along with our assistant principal, who is at both the middle and high school, Mr. Bustle, our middle school principal, DJ Vincent, and our elementary principal and vice principal, Miss Mann, as well as Mr. Potts. So we have a strong leadership team along with a lot of other department leads and things like that. So we do have a strong leadership team. We are small school size with personalized attention. With us being such a small school size, we can personalize our attention and focus on different things directly, which is a strength of ours. It is a family feel when you work there. It's very direct, and we come and we deal with people directly. So those are some of our strengths. The community has pride and support. So our community supports Drew Central and the Pirate Nation. We have a lot of support. People that graduate and come from Drew Central have a lot of pride, and we also have a strength in our classroom technology integration. Our classroom technology, we have a lot of technology in our classroom. We have a lot of different smart boards, Chromebooks, and things of that nature that we could use. So we are strengthened in that area. Now, some of our Drew Central School District weaknesses. We have low parental participation in events. We have participation from parents, but when I say low parental participation, it is the same parents usually over and over again. So what we're trying to do is incorporate all the parents or most majority of the parents from the district to get them to participate in different events. We have few after school family programs. We do have a Century 21 grant that allows us to do some after school things, but as far as the family programs, we're very limited on that. So the families don't actually get to come in and participate in those type of events. We also have gaps in communication with non-English speakers. We do have people that translate and things of that nature, but with our community and with our ethnic groups, we need to have more people that can communicate on that level, and the inconsistent on digital tool use. With the world changing into a technology space, we need to be consistent with our digital tools. Now, Drew Central school opportunities. Here at Drew Central, some of the opportunities that we have an opportunity to partnership with local organizations. Um, a lot of organizations around here, which I'll get into this later in the presentation, we have an opportunity to actually partnership with them to do things that could better our school district. One of the things that we have to battle with is that where we are as far as regionally is right next to a major, a bigger school in Monticello. We're more of a county school that's more of a city school. So we do have to partnership and kind of battle, so to speak, with them to get some of the local organizations to back us. Um, some of the other school opportunities that we can have grants for our family engagement. If we look into getting grants, like I said earlier, we have a Century 21 grant, which helps us with after school. But we can look into other grants that'll help with family engagement and things of that nature. Um, we have opportunities to have apps and social media for outreach, using those things and those platforms to kind of outreach and reach the families to encourage them to come in and do some of the activities that we have to build family support. And we have the opportunity to gain support from our volunteers and from retired educators. There's a lot of retired educators in this area that some have retired from uh, Drew Central. We see them often if they're subbing or if they're coming up to kind of help out. We do have those opportunities as well. Now, some of the threats that we have is a high economic disadvantage. Um, our student body usually come from a economic background that is disadvantaged. So we kind of run that as a threat. Another barrier that we have is transportation barriers. Most of our students are school bus riders, and they stay out in the county, so to speak. So going back and forth is a barrier that they have. For an example, I'm a football coach. A lot of times I have to make sure that I'm out of football practice in time for my kids to catch their after school bus or the buses so they will have a way home. Digital fatigue in families is a threat that we have, and mistrust from past school experiences. Just past school experiences is something that different students feel threatened by, and parents as well. Okay, so the identified problem that we have here at Drew Central is the low parental involvement and the reduced student motivation, behavior, and achievement. So we're trying to address this because the reducing the student motivation um, affects their behavior and which affects their achievement. So it's like it's a feeding process. So it's a step by step thing. So we can gain the parent involvement. We can increase our student motivation. And another problem that we have is the disconnect is this between the school and the home engagement. There's a disconnect there that we're trying to fix. Community resources that we would need to fix this. We would need Drew County DHS to be involved, our local churches to get involved. Our The local churches have a huge impact on our student body. If we can get the local churches to get involved, which we have already started doing those things, it could change the outcome. CARC College is a resource that we need to kind of motivate and show kids that they can go to the next level in education. Even though we are on the campus with UAM, some of our kids feel like they cannot go and be successful at UAM. So CR colleges is one. Public libraries we can need those resources to use. Also, retired educators we would love for them to come in like they've been doing so far and kind of continue to build and encourage our student bodies as far and our parents to gain uh, more intentional involvement in the students' learning. And then the school resource officers. We have a great school resource officer right now. We just need to make that's a resource that we need to continue to use. Now, our plan to secure resources. Our one, our first plan is to host a community roundtable. We like to host a community roundtable to hear what the other stakeholders have to say, to kind of get some feedback to see what can we do as a school district to change to get some of that involvement from our parents. Okay, um, establish um, most with parent partners. We want to um, get established with our partners and see if we can do what we need to gain those resources and apply for family engagement grants. We want to apply for grants to make sure that we have those resources and things that will uh, gain engagement from the resources. True Central roles and justification. So with DHS, we need the parenting support and resource access. And churches, from the churches, we want to make sure that we can gain the trust. Sometimes transportation for events and the event support. CR College, the adult education, the ESL programs would be great for the teacher, the I'm sorry, the parents to take advantage of. Libraries for literacy and family events. We need those libraries to kind of have those roles. For the retired educators, we need the mentoring and tutoring not only of the students but also for some of the teachers that we have, younger teachers, and the SRO as well. It's trust building and a safety presence from him. Now, the fiscal resources to make all of this happen is estimated at $15,000. And what that would cover it covers the salaries for the people if we need. It also would cover the events, the things that we would have to get the families to come in. It'll cover transportation, the to and for, the carrying of the families and the students back and forth if they were in need of transportation to get to some of these events, the materials that we would need to host these family like events, and also different apps for different technology of today. It'll be funded by Title One, grants, and some of those sponsors that we spoke on earlier. Now, the laws and policies that we need to think of is the ESSA. It requires family engagement. We need to have our family engagement by, just off the law and policies. FERPA guides data sharing, and local board policy supports community partnerships. So, the Drew Central our major goal is to just enhance parental engagement. We want to enhance and get our parents engaged with the increase of, like I said earlier, with the increase of parent engagement. Our hopes is that our student engagement and student body would rise, the attendance would rise, just the whole atmosphere and feel of school would change. We would like to improve the school climate and student achievement. We want to improve the climate of the school. We're trying to change the culture. So we change the climate, which is how it feels day to day to be at the school. Eventually the culture will change. Now, Drew Central objectives. Our short-term goal. We want a coordinator. We want a coordinator hire. Okay. So we want to hire somebody that's going to coordinate these events. Then the next thing we want to do is have a kickoff event that'll bring all the families and things together, have the bilingual tools that we need in order to reach all Spanish English learners and things like that, to where we can actually reach all people and all students and all families. Our long-term goal is 30% event participation rise and parent advisory and trust building. We want to make sure that parents trust their students going to school or their kids, and that they're in safe hands. Key strategy for change and results. We want to have monthly family events. Okay. We want to have mobile communication apps. We want to have parent mentoring and recognition, and parent partner supported transportation and learning. That is the key to for us making a change. If we can have those monthly family events, by having them monthly, to get the parents to come in and see what's going on in the school. The mobile communication app, if a parent cannot make it to the school, with the mobile communication app, we can actually communicate with these different parents and let them know what's going on, and hopefully that awareness will engage more participation. The parents and mentoring and recognition. We want to be able to mentor parents and let them know what is going on directly in the school, and if they do, to have those outreach and programs that parents can use if in need. And then our partner supported transportation and learning. We just want to make sure that if we're going to have these events, we want to partner up with people to make sure that we can actually get our parents to these events. That is the end of my presentation, and thank you for listening.